Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here with a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Today, I'm going to go to a couple of different thrift stores, some of the ones that I go to, see if anything changed. The thing is, I like to try and go there like every month or so, because of places like that, a lot of times, they don't have new things for, a while, so it can take a long time for there to be new stuff. Every so often, I find some different stuff and some rare kind of stuff. You never know, though. Sometimes that can be the most common things you always see, but I always like to check. So I'm going to go to a couple of them, and then go to the regular places as well to see what kind of stuff has come out today. So anyway though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go. Yeah, so the main stuff today was Spectre, which I didn't actually get to see this one, or Spectre. I didn't get to see this new James Bond one, but the one that did come out that I really liked was Crimson Peak. I talked about this in my last update, so if you didn't see that, definitely check out the review of that, but really thought this was a really cool, creepy, kind of haunted house, old school movie. The other one today, too, was 99 Homes, which I believe the Blu-ray for this one is only available at Best Buy. I believe it's like an exclusive at Best Buy. This is a really cool, underrated one. And then Freaks of Nature, which I talked about as well, which was very cool, very fun movie. I actually really like this one a lot. And this one got really pretty bad reviews. Love the Coopers. And I kind of like this movie, Love the Coopers. It really wasn't great, but I kind of thought it was like a interesting kind of those family kind of typical kind of movies. But I kind of liked it though. Into Big Lots we go. Well, we'll see if anything's changed in here. There's some things that end up in like here, you always kind of know, like this house party one, everyone kind of like forgotten, swept under the rug, and Kid and Play are in this for like a very second at the end. This was really, really bad. It was probably one of the worst things I've ever seen. One of the top worst movies. But like, I wish at some point they would actually do a real, Kid and Play movie again, not just that weird thing when they're kind of added at the end. We'll see if there's anything new Blu-ray wise in here. Every so often they update this and put some new stuff in here, but usually it's kind of a lot of the same stuff that they have in here a lot. This one though, not a lot of people saw this movie. This was actually not bad, this Water for Elephants movie, and I really liked that Ken Foree was in this movie, and people really didn't talk too much about this movie, but really cool part for Ken Foree in this one, but you never really heard too many people talk about that one. But it seems to be a lot of the same stuff that's been in here for a while, but we'll see if anything different or anything changes. Every so often they change stuff out in here, but a lot of times, like I said, it's always the same things we've seen for years. And there's certain movies that they've had in here, I feel like since the beginning, that there's certain stuff in here that's always kind of, like I said, is like Big Lots. These are now, they've got a million seasons of the King of Queens, since they have that set out, with all of them together. And I always remember too, like with things like Married with Children, when I first bought these, you can now buy the whole series from Mill Creek for like, I think $30 or so. I remember buying them all when they first came out for like $30. It's always a pain when you think back to how much you spent on some of these things when they first came out and how cheap you can get them all now. Into the Valley Thrift Store we go. So let's see what's in here. It looks like they put in a couple new things. And I found one thing in here. It looks kind of interesting for $2 called The Dinner Game. I think it goes for like $20. Never seen this one before. This looked like one, kind of like an uncommon one. I always, when I go through these things, pull out stuff that I don't recall seeing all the time. Because there's certain titles, like something like this, I've not seen before. Like things like Couples Retreat and stuff like that, I've seen a million times. There's really no value to that. But then something like this, I really don't recall seeing this. So then I kind of look it up on Amazon or eBay to see what they go for. That's kind of pretty much what I do, because people always ask where I get these prices from, and that's what I'm doing. They have a whole bunch of old Ninja Turtles comic books. These are like the old ones. I remember all these like as a kid. And it's like, these are kind of things when you look in these things, who knows like if any of these things have any value or not. Some of these could be like really super valuable ones. It'd be funny if like in here, all kind of screwed up in here and thrown in this box, was like one of those super valuable ones, that sells for like, $300-400 or $1,000. Who knows? You never know with these kind of things, but like when it comes to something like this, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Into Walmart we go. And I was going to be going to a Goodwill, one of the ones that I go to a lot in the videos, and I went there. I don't know what was going on with it. The whole place was all gutted out. There was all these trash cans. I don't know if they either were remodeling it or closed the whole place down. I don't know, but so that's why I didn't end up getting to the other thrift store. And the Salvation Army had the hits of the 80s, 90s of the day playing really loud, so couldn't get anything in there. There was nothing really in there. But I don't know what happened to that one Goodwill, because that was like one of the few ones I knew of, and it was totally gutted out. Really weird what was going on. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too different. I think this was today, these documentaries like on Death Row and Gold Rush. I believe those were today. And I think all this other stuff was pretty much last week. Like, I think Night of the Wild was last week as well. There's one thing coming out from them that sounds interesting called like Zombies, about like killer animals from the zoo that get out. And I don't know if this was this week or not, The Haunting of Ellie Rose. I'm not sure if that came out this week or not. And I think these came out today. This one called Implanted, I believe that was today. And then this one, Quarantine LA, which I don't know very much about this one at all. I guess it's like I don't know too much. I think it's like an end of the world kind of movie. And then Anger of the Dead, which has like a Walking Dead kind of look to it. I believe that one was today as well. And they have this one that came out today, which I talked about in the last update, called Hangman. That was a really, really good found footage movie. I was really surprised with how much I like this one. You know, it stars Jeremy Sisto. It's kind of like a Bad Ronald thing about a guy in a house who kind of breaks into people's house and put cameras throughout the entire house. But if you guys haven't seen that one, I would recommend this one for sure. Into fries we go. The main reason I come in here is they have a whole bunch of stuff on, you know, tags and stuff in here. And every so often they have some things for really cheap, like stuff for like $2.99, and you know, certain stuff like 8 Mile, $5. So every so often they end up having some really decent prices on stuff, but you have to really look. Like they have American Tail, $5, but I don't see it. It looks like they're all sold. But like every so often, you can find some really pretty decent prices in here. Some of the prices in here are kind of really, really high, but every so often when they have these tags, they get stuff for really good prices, or at least cheaper than I've seen it anywhere else have them. But you really have to look, and like I said, a lot of times, they're already gone. The tags are there, but everyone's bought all of them. This is one of those movies that I feel like they've always been trying to get rid of. This movie called The Breed. I feel like I've seen this since I moved in here. Now it's like $4. But I've seen this one go up and down in prices trying to get rid of this movie for years. And I feel like I have this movie and I've never watched it. And I don't know why I never watched it. It stars Michelle Rodriguez. They even have another one, the double pack of this. This is like an example of a movie. I don't know if this is every one of the guys you see, that you always see them trying to get rid of in stores. And it's The Breed, at least in here. This is one of those ones. Into Best Buy we go. Yeah, see this one, like I said, 99 Homes is only a Best Buy one. So if you guys are looking for the Blu-ray of this one seems to only be, you know, what is only sold at Best Buy while supplies last. So I think sometimes they like only have them here, and then after a while they go up on Amazon, but it may only ever be at Best Buy. So a lot of times, if there's certain movies that you see they're only on DVD, make sure you check, because Best Buy does a lot of these exclusive ones. Like I said too, the other thing that came out today was Freaks of Nature, which I definitely would recommend you guys check out. I really like that one. And I think, oh yeah, these came out today too, the Pokemon movies, which I never actually saw these movies, but I know these are ones that a lot of people are always waiting for, you know, to come to Blu-ray in the US. And oh yeah, and they also have the Spectre, you know, 007. This one's the exclusive steelbook packaging. They have that in here for this one, the exclusive steelbook for that. But that's pretty much all the main stuff that came out today, though. So that's all for this DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Didn't find anything major today, but I looked, and like I said, the one Goodwill was like, I don't know what had happened to it. It was all totally gutted, so I don't know if it's being remodeled at the end of that. But anyway, though, guys, like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later.